and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers podcast. This is Joe Justice. I'm here at the Providence Insurance Agency's location in South Charleston speaking to Brett White, and we are talking about something exciting that's coming up this weekend. That's this Saturday, March 16th, the Raspberry Jam at UC, the University of Charleston. Brett, tell us a little bit about what to expect at the event.
What to expect this time around, especially every year. I've always had all sorts of tables, exhibitors. I have had computers to actually work on. If you've either never dealt with Python, want to actually bring your Python back, even win some prizes that we have donated from lovely companies, and also just support all the good sponsors that we have for this event, since this is going to be the largest event I have ever had so far. And I do this all for my community, especially for West Virginia and the surrounding areas of Kentucky, Ohio, and everywhere around, because computer science should be known for everybody and it should be accessible to everybody. And that's why I keep this event completely free.
Now, you're talking about computer science. What does this event have to do with computer science?
If you've ever dealt with coding of any sort, or you've never dealt with it and you're like, I want to get into a really good job field, especially in the software development field, this is a great place to get learning a coding language called Python. It's one of the easier languages to learn, and it is used industrially in many different places, from web development, IT infrastructure, from even AI. That's going to be the huge thing right now, since it's being used for things like Jupyter Notebooks and data aggregation. It's going to be very useful, and that's why Python is a great place to get started. And the Raspberry Pi itself is actually native for Python. It's perfect for starting development on.
So what is the Raspberry Pi?
The Raspberry Pi, when it was invented in 2012, was originally a $35 computer the size of a credit card. It has since gotten powerful since then, and I actually hold a Raspberry Pi 4 right here. This one is actually going to be a prize you get to win at the Jam, one of these.
So we've got prizes at the Jam?
We do, yes. And Raspberry Pis I have a lot of different sizes. We're actually giving away 3 Raspberry Pi 5s, their newest Pi that released all the way in November.
And the only way you can win is to be present. Is that right?
That's right. You have to be present to win.
And you can, go ahead.
We also have some other prizes that are not only for Raspberry Pi 5s. We have this Pi 4 right here. That's going to be a prize for anybody that wants to learn how to do, or even get into retro gaming emulation. Yep. We're also giving away 4 of these. These are their Arduino clones called the Raspberry Pi Picos. And this is the W variant with Wi-Fi included. And they even have a small version of it, which is the Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, a $15 computer that is fantastic for all sorts of different uses. In my case, we're going to be using it in my lab to show off that we are making our own version of an Amazon Alexa.
Oh, very interesting. Now, wait a minute, though, Brett. Now, you've just shown me 3 little circuit boards and told me these are computers. Yeah. These don't look like computers that I've used. So tell me, what are these things?
They are considered let me try it again. In historical context, these are known as SBCs, or single board computers. Everything you know about a computer, from the graphics, from the CPU, they're all baked into one piece, including the RAM being right here. Everything is baked into there, so you don't need any extra drivers or anything else like that. But in some of the newer variants of the Pi, including the Pi 5, it includes PCIe. So you can actually hook up anything that you can hook into a computer through PCI, like, SSDs, like solid state drives, even a video card if you're masochist. But yeah, you can hook a lot of different things into these. Your monitors are basically HDMI powered by USB-C. And then you have your keyboard, mouse, and it has Wi-Fi built in. You can use it as a standard computer now.
And you can hook these up to your monitors and your keyboards. You can use them. What kind of operating system do they run?
It runs a version of Linux. It's running something called Raspbian, which is a form of Debian. But there are so many different types of Linux flavors for this one. It even goes from Debian, Ubuntu, which is used in industry right now, OpenSUSE. It even has a version of Windows 10 IoT Core, and coincidentally enough, an OS I found out is only supported on this is called AmogOS, inspired by the hit game Among Us.
Now, as I'm looking at these, it seems to me that these could be really neat little devices that, it seems like you could just put that just about anywhere.
Exactly. In fact, fun little facts too. These computers are actually in a lot of places that you might not expect. You ever seen advertising that you go down the road and you see a big digital billboard? Most likely a computer like this, and in some cases, actual Raspberry Pis are running it. In fact, the Clay Center here in Charleston uses these for art exhibits.
That is so cool. And You can get your hands on one. You can test it. You can play with it. You can code it. You can learn about it, do all kinds of different things at the Raspberry Jam coming this Saturday at UC. The link will be in the description on how to get to it. Is there anything else that you want to let people know about before the big event?
Absolutely. The people that have supported me in this jam throughout and supported my mission to bring more computer science into West Virginia, I have a huge heartfelt thank you. I still keep doing this and just helping people and bringing more computer science because I'm trying to build not a Silicon Valley, but a Silicon Mountain.
Awesome. Brett, thank you so much for joining us here today. And again, this is Joe Justice. Make sure that you check out the Raspberry Jam coming up this weekend, March 16th. That's going to be at UC. Check the link in the description. Come join us. And I'm the Kanawha Valley Hustler reminding you to hustle hard. Hustle. Oh my gosh, I forgot my own tagline.
Let me code the fix.
Hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.